So the internal diameter is now cleaned up, and so what we'll do is just clean up the outside of the ring, and then we have a true surface, well, 3 true surfaces to work from. So again, very slowly. So here again is the middle band for the case. I have now trued up the outside, the internal diameter, and also this face, and so that now we have something to grip on, which well, we know it's a base to grip from. So I can now grip on this side here and then clean up the outside diameter and this face. I still haven't removed all the metal from this surface because I just want to make sure that I have enough material to also be able to clean up this face. So it's just a bit of a waiting game at the moment, but there should be plenty of material there to get the height of ring that I need to out of it. So it's back into the lathe and for some more turning. So again, we just some more oil metal, we break it in, and then start to take off the front. And there we have it, there's the ring now. What I have done is left a bit of surface still to remove on both sides. As you can see, the blackness there of the original oxidization, and also here, but it's only a few hundredths of a millimetre on each side. The outside diameter has been left about 0.2 of a millimetre over size, but I'll be profiling that. And then on the internal diameter, I've left that way under size actually, and the reason is because eventually we'll cut this for the lugs to be let into, and I just want the extra rigidity for that process, and then this hole will be opened up once the 4 lugs have been soldered into position. So now it's on to the turning the case back and the middle, and just doing the same process, cleaning up all the faces and making sure we have a nice true rings. So here we have the case middles mounting the step chuck, and on the upper and lower edges there's a very small bead that I want to profile into it. At the moment I've roughly put that profile in with a graver, but what I've just done is to find an old needle file which is worn out, and in the tip of it I have just filed with a diamond file this small radius, and basically what I'm going to use is I'm going to use it as a scraper to scrape the profile onto the middle. So I'll be just turning the step chuck around manually as I sort of work, and just gradually profile the shape into the ring. and that's forming a very nice radius now. I can just roll the my scraper around the ring that we're making. And that's forming a very good ring there. We've now got the profile in there, but there's a few tool marks which are left in there. And one of the good tips that George taught me is to use water-reverse stone. And this is a sort of quite a hard to find material now, but it's a porous stone. And basically what you do is you wet it, and then you just push it onto the profile, and it forms the shape of the profile, and it removes any fine cutting marks and leaves a nice grained surface, which is very good for accepting a polish. And you basically just push it onto the profile. It takes the shape of the profile, and is a very nice way of removing all the tool marks. So that's water-reverse stone. And also what you can do with this is you can shape it to go into sharp corners. So with a hacksaw and a coarse file, you can also file shapes into it. And it'll enable you to get into hard, areas which are hard to reach. And just wipe it off with a bit of tissue. And we've got a pretty good surface there. A little bit more work there, a few more tool marks. But all in all, it's pretty clean. There's just a bit of a mark in the centre of this band, so we'll just work on that. And that's pretty good now. So that's okay for this particular stage. We can now leave that, and this middle band is now ready for the machining of the grooves for the lugs. And then after we've soldered in the lugs, we can open out the centre and drill the holes for the case back and also the bezel.